Dragon Ball Z is one of the greatest, most known animes really ever made. And being that I'm such a big fan when it comes to anime, and especially Dragon Ball Z at that, I came up with the idea that I'm gonna play a Dragon Ball Z game on my Wii. And we're just gonna do a retrospective over it. Now I'm not gonna beat the whole game, you know what I'm saying, of course, but just a little retrospective. Dragon Ball, Revenge of King Piccolo. So here we are on the menu script. We got Adventure, World Tournament, Shop, Options, Gallery. Now this is what I will say. I think the shop was a good addition to the game. You know what I'm saying? It was a lot of variety of things. Plus you can buy characters, you can buy like power-ups, you can buy a lot of things in this shop. It was a good addition to it. I didn't see any bad flaw from it. Only thing is I gotta unlock the shit, and that's not what come with the game. That's for me to do. The next game mode we got is World Tournament. Now the tournament is the typical, you know, fight everybody, climb your way to the top. You know how the tournament is if you play the fighting game. Now of course you start with your starting characters. You got Kid Goku, Kid Krillin. They got my boy Yamcha. We got the GOAT Jackie Chun. We got my boy Chow. And the last character we got 10. So look, man, I never played this game like that. I really didn't. So this is my first game with this. And y'all gonna kind of see how it went. I really just didn't have a fun experience. This shit was very just boring. It was just like, oh, you know, spam A. The gameplay was fucking boring. It was just basic, bro. It's just the typical spam A. And yeah, bro, I just wasn't feeling it. It wasn't enough moves to really go off of. So for this part, I'm gonna just say the shit was boring to me, in my opinion. At this point, this is where the game actually finally piques my interest. I want to say adventure mode was really good. It's pretty much the story mode of the game, and it started off good, bro. Like I enjoyed it, and I think I played like probably 2 to 3 missions. But we're gonna go through that shit because I actually was fucking with this story mode. Like I kept playing it.
Taking forever to find the Dragon Balls. Let's see. The radar Bulma gave me shows one around here somewhere. Okay, I'm here right now. All right, it's close by. There it is. Okay, here goes.
Pretty much that the game starts off, Goku is looking for the lost Dragon Ball. I think he lost it, you know, because at the end of the day, if you watched Dragon Ball Z, you know in the beginning, Goku was thinking his grandpa was the Dragon Ball. He been thinking that for a while. So right now he's just looking for it. And these fucking guys start pulling up. I don't know what to call these niggas other than call them animals and fucking tigers and bears, whatever you want to call them. Now look, I gotta say, I like the fighting style, bro. I really like the fighting animations, bro. And to a lot of people, it may get repetitive, but right now, this is a tutorial. They're just showing you what to do, like what you can do. And man, I gotta say, the K-Wave actually looks real good on this game. And yes, I said K-Wave. I'm not saying that whole fucking name. I'm just not doing it. This was the kicker right here. The fact that I can literally deflect the fucking missiles right back at them is like, that's the coolest thing I've ever seen. Like, that shit is just cool to me, bro, to be able to even do that. Once you finish the tutorial, you can finally start the game and start getting treasure, start fighting more and more enemies like you were already doing. But like I said before, I haven't really even finished the game, haven't played much of it, only played like probably 3 stages. But I was still having somewhat fun, you know, just exploring the cave and just beating up enemies. So the more and more you explore, you finally come across your first boss fight. And I gotta say, I enjoy having this matchup with bro. He was actually a pretty cool guy to fight when, you know, your starter boss fight. It was pretty cool to fight him. And man, I think what I liked about this boss fight the most, it was more to do. It was like, you know, being able to have to dodge these attacks because he got the danger sign right there. You gotta dodge them. Then when he tries to attack, you can jump on these things, and you also attack him from behind or the front. You know, it really doesn't matter, knowing how easy he pretty much is. And when I say easy, it was pretty easy. And another thing I can really say about this game as well is like the little screen where it shows your credits, like how you did in the game, how you did on your stage. Like, I really enjoyed that little animation of him flying on a cloud, you know, and him just fucking steering into our souls like we did something to him. But you know, it is what it is. Now what I will say is this map is technically the same as the last one, except it has different tweaks and just different things about it that makes it stand out from the last level. What I really did like is how, from the last level, they didn't have these fucking electric ass balls. They didn't have that. But now in this level, they actually have it, and you have to watch the fuck out, or you're fucking cooked. You're done. As you guys know, every game has a little mini boss, and you have to beat them as well. And I'm not gonna lie, he was not hard to beat, you know what I'm saying? But I enjoyed the fight. The fact that I could jump on his back, pick him up, and slam him on the ground is just fucking awesome. You know what I'm saying? It's just fucking crazy, man. I'm glad when they made the same exact map as the last level, they didn't make it the exact same. They added their own thing to it. You know what I'm saying? That made it, differentiate itself from the last level. And again, I kind of like fighting this fucking mini boss. He just get his ass whooped every fucking time. You gotta slam this robot on his head twice just to get to the next scene. Now, this is where it gets really interesting, because now we're literally on a fucking boat going down the river. And this is fucking cool. And you got fishes trying to eat you. I'm gonna call them piranhas for today. This game is low-key. It's so good, giving you other shit to do other than just beat them up. They make it a little bit difficult, depending on the type of player that you are. They make it a little bit difficult. Literally, the very first robot that we fought, this nigga came back for more action. For some reason, he want the smoke, and I don't know why. I'm gonna be honest, this fight was pretty hard, especially just for me. I'm not that good at video games, and on top of that, I was not paying attention on what I was supposed to be doing. You're supposed to knock his armor off by shooting the missiles right back at him, deflecting it back at him. And when his armor is gone, that's when you get the okay to attack. That's pretty much how you defeat him. So it's really not hard. You just gotta lock in. That's all I want to say. That you just gotta lock in.
Flying Nimbus!
Now, before we even go into what we was gonna talk about, let's talk about how this man shot a fucking child while in air. Why? That's totally not fucked up in no way. So Goku asked this nigga, why the fuck did you shoot me? This man said, because you fucking with my gang. But it's like they came at me first over a Dragon Ball.
I hardly need to waste my time fighting the likes of you. You! Beat up that kid till he can't move anymore. Go!
Fuck that. The fact that this nigga just said, beat that little nigga up to the point he's dead. Man, you want Goku to be dead. It's a kid, man. What the fuck? But other than that, this fucking fight was hard as shit. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing until I started remembering this nigga's patterns. Once I figured that out, I was like, alright, I got this in the bag. Now, with this fucking attack he's finna do, that shit is wild. That will sweep any nigga that's just fucking standing there. But all you do is, when he swings, you want to go up and attack him. Like, you just want to weave and go straight up into him, attack him. That knocks his fucking armor down to shit red, which means when it get red, you can actually attack him then. Not gonna lie, when I finally beat him, I felt accomplished. And I love the fact that this game gives you a fucking challenge.
No ordinary kid, are you? It's your life then. You've got 5 seconds left of it.
Something's up with the ball Colonel Silver's assigned to. It started moving north to General White's Dragon Ball.
What's going on? Contact Silver immediately!
I'm sorry. Commander, let me explain.
You've lost yours? How many enemies are you facing? One? A kid? You idiot! You'll pay dearly for this!
What do you think he could be?
Now look, I'm not the one to pull the race card. I know we got big lips and shit like that. But when I saw that this nigga name was Officer Black, I turned around quick as fuck and just like, nigga, damn, that's all he get? He don't get a regular name?
Not a regular kid if he was strong enough to beat Silver. Attack General White, finish off the kid, and get that ball!
Yes, sir.
No one's gonna lay a finger on our Dragon Balls.
I'll definitely have to make a part 2 for this game, but I can't wait for that snow level. I can't wait for that shit. I feel like it's gonna be real fire. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. But look, I hope you guys enjoyed this vid, and if you did, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And shout out to all my boys, man. Shout out to my boy Stu, shout out to my boy Winter, my nigga Gorge, and that all my young niggas. And also my boy in the gaming side, my boy Rush Events. Shout out to all y'all, man. And with all that said, peace.